Мы приглашаем вас на новый эпизод воскресной ночной битвы. Welcome to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Fights.
Alright, welcome back, fight fans, to a special edition of Sunday Night Fights. My name is Yoink, and you are joining us for our very special 1v1 Langreskaya tourney that we are now in the bottom bracket of the semifinals for. We just watched a great best of three between Oh My God Pop and Andy is Rippin'. It only went to game 2 because somebody dropped when they had 800 manpower in the bank. You know, Sepha, we were just talking about this during the last game, that you know, I guess when you get rattled by a unit and you're frustrated, it can kind of shake up your entire vision of what you want your army to be and what your game plan is. And if it just doesn't work out for you, I guess you can throw in the towel. I mean, in your professional opinion, don't you think that Oh My God Pop still had a fighting chance on that last round?
Yep, without a doubt. Maybe due to lack of experience, he decided to throw in the towel straight away. But you know, if he'd played more games in the past where he had been in bad positions and then been able to come back, then he might have had more confidence to keep playing within the game. It's completely possible, and I'd say to anyone out there who is really behind, if you think you're really behind, if you've got a lot of manpower in the bank, just stick it in there for another like 5-10 minutes. Play the best company of heroes that you possibly can, and you might get a comeback out of it.
Yeah, and it's no doubt. I mean, Oh My God Pop is a great player. He did amazing stuff with his, scout cars at the beginning of the game. I loved it. I watched him go everywhere, and he cooked a lot of grenadiers. Had some great map control. He came back from no map control to have great map control, and I think he just got frustrated. He mentioned something about the winter map. He didn't agree with him. So that was a good matchup, and that was cast by you and my co-host Ami.
Yeah,
just before
and
the break.
also I have to say, you have to keep in mind, one of the hallmarks of a good player is sometimes not making a lot of great plays yourself, but sticking in the game long enough for the other guy to make mistakes, and then you capitalize on those mistakes. If you can just stick in the game, Symbiosis is a perfect example of that. He stays in the game so long that it's hard for you not to make a mistake because he's in the game for such a long time.
Right. That's a very good point. Very good point. Now, I want to switch gears. Same map, new players. We are going to move now to the bottom part of the bracket of the semifinals. For those of you that want to take a look at the entire bracket list, it's on co2.org under the news post about the 1v1 tournament. It's down near the bottom. We are looking at two brand new players. Well, they're new to me. Playing first to start for the Ost here, the Germans, is a guy named Condemnation Wings. And Ami tells me that he is a Korean player. I understand he's very good. And then starting off here with the Soviets on this match is on the WMD Spanky from the WMD clan. Now, I also want to tell our viewers we're jumping into game 2 here. This is the second game, best of 3 for the semifinals for these two players. And Wings, Condemnation Wings, is up 1-0. He won the first match. So if he wins this one, then he will be one of our finalists. So, Sepha, do you have any thoughts about either of these two players before we get started on this match?
I'm going in completely blind, haven't really done much research on these players and haven't seen them play before. But it seems like Condemnation Wings is the new Korean on the block since Korean Park got defeated in the quarterfinals or round 3, I think. So they've got this far, it's the semi-finals, so they've obviously been playing very good. Should be a good game.
I agree. And you know what? Our cameraman and director, NTD, has actually paused at 10 seconds. So I know that we've been going back and forth between the 5-second and the 10-second pause. So, Sepha, if you want to take a second now to move it up to 10 seconds, that'll be great while we get ready to start here. Langres, winter map. We saw already in the first couple of games, the first game I think it was, between Andy is ripping and OMG Pop, that house bug. It's really unfortunate. I don't think that it ended up costing either of those two guys the game in that first round, but it's unfortunate that this otherwise superb map does have that bug, and I think Relic is going to fix it in short order. Now, Sepha, are you ready at 10 seconds?
Yep, ready to go.
All right, if our cameraman and director NTD, who's been doing a great job today, as always, can get us ready, I am going to count us in here. Oh, wait, you know what? Before I do that, I need to ask, who would you like to follow? Since they're both kind of new players to us, does it matter? It's your choice, Sepha, you're the guest.
I'm going to follow the Korean at the top space, playing the austere army.
Okay, then I will follow Spanky in the south with the Soviets, and we will get this game started here. Countdown, if NTD is ready, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. And the clock is ticking at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I wanted to ask Sepha, being that this semifinal round has been on the winter version of Langreskaya, as I should say, we saw a couple of blizzards during the games with Oh My God Pop and Andy, but I don't really feel like they impacted the game that much. I mean, I didn't see a whole lot of guys dying in the snow. Did you have any thoughts about how blizzards have impacted the competitive scene so far?
Well, I have to say that a lot of expert players are not specifically planning around blizzards or planning around when the blizzards hit. However, they are faster to react to the effects of blizzards, such as when your units get cold, you're going to retreat them or put them near a fire. You're going to plan out your capping a bit more to cap where fires are, but there's not much planning around when blizzards are going to take effect. Just the afterthought of when they do happen. Okay, I have to adapt to the blizzard now, it's come.
When I was watching that first game, in Game 1, I don't know if you saw it or not, but when the 3 T-70s went into Oh My God Pop's base, he actually had a Panzer Grenadier squad with a Shrek that was retreating through the blizzard, and it was down to blue skull level of death, of coldness, and I thought that perhaps that might be a blizzard game changer if he lost his Shrek's Panzer Grenadier to the cold, but it actually made it all the way back to base without dying, so there was one chance there that I almost thought there was going to be a blizzard-changing event, a game-changing event through a blizzard.
Yeah, there you go, you won't want to have units like that in vulnerable situations when they're going to have to run through the snow, and players haven't been planning for that kind of scenario. I guess it's a reluctance from the players' part to plan around blizzards, because I don't think many people like blizzards.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, just like all things that evolve, the gameplay of how to use blizzards to your advantage or to, try and push your way through them. This game is still young. You never know what kind of metagame stuff we're going to see as this game matures. Now, from Spanky, we're seeing here 3 now Maxims coming onto the field. So this is a strategy that I know a lot of players have been using, especially in 1v1s, is to perform a sort of Maxim spam that Relic has been aware of, and they recently just changed the way Maxims and all support units behave in light of this in this last patch. Any thoughts about that?
Maxim spam is powerful because it gives you a much better, units. You have better units that are good in combat compared to the conscripts. However, what's the vulnerability of the MG spam? And you're seeing it right now. How many sectors does the Soviet player have connected to?
Actually, 0. He has 0 sectors connected right now.
There you go. And if you went conscripts, you'd have half of the map and be gaining resources. That said, Spanky is playing this pretty good because he's put that Maxim straight for the cutoff point. He knows he's got an advantage in his maximum spam. His MG is going to lock down any Grenadier or MG that comes up to him, so he's gone straight for the cutoff point. It's a smart move, but still, he has no territory.
Yeah, and you know, one thing that's different from obviously Company of Heroes 1 is that, you know, you can set up your Maxim or your MG42 within the zone of a point and you'll cap it, whereas in Company of Heroes, you know, you couldn't do that. You couldn't be unpacked and cap a point.
Yeah, that makes MGs much more a greater unit to use in combat situations. This MG just got rifle naded to the top and it gets pushed back by a Gren squad and a Pyro squad.
Yeah, I like that. I like seeing that. There was a excellent rifle grenade and then a flank right in back with those Pioneers. It was excellently played, and this point is now going to get capped back for Condemnation Wings. Although, here we go. We got Maxims again going right into the face of Grenadiers, but you know what? It's in danger of a flank. But here's the thing. In Company of Heroes 1, this flank would have been executed perfectly, but because Maxims have 6 guys in them, that, you know, a good flank needs more than just 2 German units to take over the Soviet MG position. But you know what? This Grenadier squad is going to try and move all the way around. They're going to play ring around the rosy here of this Maxim. And I actually think the Maxim is going to survive. I don't think these Grenadiers are way too low health in order to do this.
Yeah, this is the problem with flanking Maxims. You need to flank them about 4 or 5...
Death on retreat! Oh, that was awful. That should have been an excellently done flank. But instead, the Maxim comes out unscathed, and they lose an MG42, LMG42 Grenadier. That's a huge blow.
It's a big loss because the austere player could have had a half-track out already and upgraded to flamethrowers. Now he's going to have to wait about 70 munitions before he can upgrade flamethrowers. And he's got a Panther Grenadier squad on the field. I can see the Soviet player pushing very well for the next couple of minutes. In a really good position.
Yeah, he's starting to take back the map now. And we just saw something here up by that important strat point. We had MG on MG action, and in this patch, you know, being suppressed as an MG is suddenly a lot more detrimental. You know, accuracy and damage falls off incredibly when an MG is suppressed by another MG, which makes it harder to perform Maximum Spam, I guess. That was the point, right?
Yeah. This is pretty weird from the austere player. He's decided to upgrade another Grenadier squad with an MG42 instead of getting flamethrowers on the half-track. Flamethrowers on the half-track, the perfect counter to Maxim spam. You just can't deal with them unless you get 18-8 on a conscript squad, and he only has like 1 conscript squad on the field at the moment. And he's got an AC out. AC is completely useless against the Soviet player's strat right now. He has no scout cars. And he has guards coming out on the field. It's looking really bad for the austere player.
Yeah, this is weird. And you know, the thing about the Maxim is it's not like the American 30 cal from Company of Heroes 1. It does not have armor-piercing bullets. So like you said, the half-track is a flamed half-track is a brilliant counter to Maxims, because really, the Maxims really can't do anything. The skin on that half-track is resistant to small arms fire. Not impervious, but resistant to small arms fire. So yeah, this is a confusing choice from Condemnation Wings, I agree. And, you know, the first guard squad is on the field for Spanky, and that's going to chew up that scout car.
Maybe an example of his lack of experience in being able to counter MG spam. Maybe he hasn't played against it very much. He's basically gone for a build that's really good against scout cars. But Spanky is not making scout cars. In fact, he's still only got his tier 2 building out. Maybe he's going to make Grens, field guns, and Maxims for the rest of the game. It's a good flank by this half-track though, making that MG retreat. But now, Condemnation has guards straight outside his base on that AC.
Yeah, you know, the half-track, it's okay. The main gun and the rear gun on the half-track is okay, but obviously it doesn't compare to the power of the flames. You know, he also brought out Panzer Grenadiers, which I'm not sure if that was the right investment also in manpower in terms of fighting Maxim Spam either. I mean, that didn't really make sense to me as well.
They're going to be alright against the guards, but against everything else Spanky has on the field, you're perfectly right. If they can flank an MG, get a grenade off, then yeah, but well, he's going to be struggling for munitions, and he really needs to get that half-track flamer upgrade.
Okay, so here we go. This is exactly like you said. The guards are going to face these Panzer Grenadiers, and I think the Panzer Grenadiers have the advantage here. Yeah, the guards have to retreat, but boy, there's a lot of cold guys out there right now. I see everybody is starting to freeze. These Panzer Grenadiers are going to try and make it right back into that fire, and I'm sure that those engineers are going to be able to repair that half-track as well. Looking at other parts of the field, there is a Maxim that's capping over on the left-hand side, but, you know, here's the thing about Blizzards, you know, it does slow down the game. And right now we're seeing a lull in combat because none of these guys want to go very far from fires.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a bit of an overextension from Spanky there. He thought he could take out the half-track. He lost a couple of units trying to take it out, and he didn't take it out. All Panzergren squad maybe going down to an MG now. No, it gets away safely. He only has the cold to deal with now.
Yeah, he stepped on a mine with his face. Took it down right there by those houses. But yeah, we're seeing, you know, these guys, they're using tactics that, you know, they kind of seem like they're not really, they're kind of on autopilot with their tactics. They're not really responding to each other very well. They're just kind of making their armies based on what they feel they need to make, rather than playing dynamically, I think, at this point.
Well, I don't know about that. I think Condemnation wings, because he might be playing more dynamically. He's gone for the Panzergrens in order to counter the guards, but Spanky's strategy is completely predetermined. He knows he's going to go for 3 Maxim MGs. He knows he's going to go for 2 guards against any AC or Flamer half-track. And if he needs to, he's going to get a field gun if the Soviet player gets some units up. So this is a pretty good strat by Spanky. He's only made a tier 2 building. The rest is he's pumping into pure units for massive map control. It's really good mid-game gameplay.
That was pretty hilarious. I don't know if you happen to see just north of the VP, there was a Maxim and an MG42 that were literally inches from each other, firing into each other's face. Sometimes, I mean, I love Company of Heroes. Sometimes it really, you know, showcases what war is like, and other times it just doesn't when that happens.
When would you ever see that in Company of Heroes 1 either? MGs firing at each other.
Well, that's true, but I mean, like, it
has more dynamic strategies, I'd say.
Well, I'm just saying, in like a real conflict, an MG42 and a Maxim would not be like 3 inches from each other firing at each other, but it was hilarious to watch.
So here we go, Condemnation cutting off the right side of the map, harassing that munitions point. Spanky not getting as much map control as I thought he would. Condemnation is doing actually a pretty good job of pushing Spanky off the field right now.
Well, I mean, Spanky has been on his heels the entire game with map control. I mean, he started with poor map control, and he still has problems with map control now. I mean, he's sort of, you know, finally transitioned to a more traditional army with support units along with standard infantry. But, you know, the combat here in the center is finally starting to look like something that resembles standard army tactics, and maybe he's going to throw himself back into this game now.
It's really scrappy at the moment. I don't know who's going to come out on top here in these small engagement. It looks like Spanky might be able to hold that right side of the map, but he's struggling to hold the left at the moment against Condemnation. He's got a guard squad and a conscript squad coming up to the right here, so he's going to take that right side of the map. Condemnation doing really well with his Panzergrens.
Yeah, they are. These guards are going to be in big, big trouble. You know, that anti-tank rifle, it sounds big, but it really doesn't do a lot of damage versus infantry. It's got like a very, you know, heavy, crispy sound.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, alarming when you hear it, but you're safe. Your infantry are generally safe from the thing.
Yeah, I think it's the coolest sounding gun in the game. When I first started using guards, I was like, oh fuck, this thing's going to rape infantry. Then I used a guard squad against them. Panzergren squad, and they got completely raped.
Yeah, now looking here on the left here, this half-track is just scooting back and forth. Oh, man! That was an AT grenade, I think, that just took it down from that conscript squad.
I think so. Either that or run into a mine, but I don't think a mine was there because it had been there previously.
Yeah, it was...
Spanky with a bit of breathing room now to take some map control.
What do you need? You can teach a new dog new tricks. Anti-tank gun has arrived.
Yeah, looking in Spanky's base, he's still, like you said, just with support weapons right now. He did pick the doctrine that has the huge mortar squad. I can't remember what it's called. So that's how he got the guards rifles, but we haven't seen the mortars yet. I like that mortar. I like the 120mm mortar. I think it's fantastic. It's great animation, and it is super strong. It just fires like so slow. It's like an artillery piece.
I think, yeah, it's alright, but it doesn't do that much damage. I think the great part about it is that it has such massive range. It has the range of a freaking howitzer. But that said, it's not that accurate and it doesn't do a lot of damage. Condemnation opting to replace his half track, and he made a pack. Spanky has no vehicles. Why has he made a pack, do you think?
Yeah, not sure. Maybe Spanky was, or I should say, Condemnation Wings thinks that because he hasn't seen any fuel purchases, that maybe there's like a T-70 or a T-34 coming. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure what he's guessing about.
The Soviet player have that doctrine where you got the T-34 call-ins, the double T-34s?
No, well, it's the doctrine that he can get a T-34-85. He needs at least a half more command point before he can do that. But yeah, he can do that.
Take a grenade right to the face and have to retreat there. But Condemnation, bringing back some map control, taking back a bit of map control. It's good for him.
Yeah, you know, Blizzard's right around the corner here, and there's fierce fighting here in the center. I mean, these guards, I can't believe that they're holding out so well against Panzer Grenadiers. But, you know, now they're in a bad place. Oh, here comes that bundle grenade. Boom! Right there was an amazing bundle grenade. There were like 4 guards all clustered around the bottom of that grenade when it popped. And, boy, he had to retreat right there. And this Maxim squad's going down, too. It may actually not be able to escape. That was a great shot. Boy, I don't know why the heck they slowed down right around that hedgerow, but that cost them their lives.
It's excellent play by Condemnation. He's using that Panzer Grenadier squad. You realise they're at 4-man because he keeps reinforcing it from the half-track. That seems like to be the cornerstone of his play. He's using the half-track to win almost every engagement by reinforcing his units while they're on the field.
Yeah, and you know what? That's interesting. Normally players use the half-track as an aggressive flame unit like we saw in the OMG Pop Andy game, but it seems that Condemnation wants to use this half-track in a more traditional way and just use it as a mobile command point, you know, a mobile command base.
Here we go, MG squaring up against each other in the middle VP. Who's going to win?
This is what I'm talking about. This is hilarious. Where, well, it looks like the Maxim, you know, the Maxim got pinned first, which means that it should have the disadvantage here. But I think that, you know, Wings had to retreat that MG-42 because of Soviet forces moving up to support that Maxim. You know, you had guards and conscripts on either side. So that
guards
was that.
Kind of ruined the 1v1.
You need something built? Or blown up?
And let's slow it down here with a Blizzard. Let's take it down a bit. Not sure if these Grenadiers notice these guards that are passing just to the right of them. Oh, did we just have a crash? I'm pausing at 1656, Sepha, if you can get to 1656.
Okay.
We are going to wait where our cameraman and director, NTD, is going to... I don't know if the stream crashed or if he crashed. Or I'm not sure if we're broadcasting or not. Let me see. Uh-oh. What does that mean? It's updating Company of Heroes 2. Like you got a patch or something? Oh, that's... Oh... Wow, that's fantastic. Okay. Well, while we wait, we can chit-chat a little bit. Maybe Ami will want to jump back in here, and we can talk about something. Sepha, how have you been? Hey, what's going on? So we got a little bit of an issue here. NTD is going to take a little break while you, me, and Sepha chat about Company of Heroes.
Or can we chat about other things? Is your lovely wife around by any chance?
She just went to go get something to eat. Yeah, she woke up, took a shower, and she's going to bring me a sandwich.
Yeah, the Emmy winner is bringing you a sandwich.
Yeah, that's right.
You should be bringing her a sandwich.
I'm shoutcasting.
I don't know if you guys heard, but
stuff.
Yoink's wife, Amy, who you might have seen in some of our pics from Vancouver, she was also up there to visit Relic with us. Just won her third, is that right? Third?
Yeah, it's her third Emmy, but this was the big one.
Just won her third Emmy.
One.
Why? Why was this the big one? I mean, isn't any Emmy win big?
It is, but her other Emmys have been for shows that she has produced with a whole team of people. and the Emmy last night was for Best News Special, which she did work with a team of people on, but this was all her baby. Like, she produced it from start to finish and did a tremendous amount of work, put in a lot of overtime for it. She was extremely proud of it.
Can we watch it on YouTube or anything? Can you link it somewhere? I want to see it.
I don't know if it's on, the entire thing is on YouTube, but it was an anniversary special 20 years after the LA riots. So it was done on the same day that the LA riots started in 1992. So this was last year, it was 2012. And I mean, they anchored out in the field down at Florence and Normandy, and she just had all kinds of production value in it. And when she won, she was super excited. So
that is so fantastic. Huge congratulations from everybody involved with Company of Heroes and Sunday Night Fights. What do you think, guys in the audience? Is that cool or what? An Emmy? So cool. Anyway, when she gets back, give her from us a big congratulations. NTD, how you doing, man? You back yet? He's going where? You're catching up? What time is he trying to get to?
I'm paused at 16:56. I don't know, Sepha, did you manage to get right around that time?
I got 16:59 at the moment.
Okay, well,
I'll go to
17:59.
By an accident for a little while.
Okay, I'm at 16:59. Oh, good. It looks like NTD is back streaming again. 16:59 is your target.
Catching up.
NTD.
So we have another moment.
For those
so did you wear a
fans-
tux? Like I saw a picture of her with James Worthy. That's pretty cool. Los Angeles.
Yeah, James Worthy was there because he worked at KCAL for a long time at our station as a sports analyst. And our fans can actually see some of my wife's editing work and producing work because she's the one that put together our sizzle reel of our trip to Vancouver, which is, of course, on go2.org. She's the one that edited and produced all of that. So, Emmy award-winning work.
Let me link it. Let's see, where is it? I'm looking for it now. Well, that is fantabulous. What did you guys do to celebrate afterwards?
We went out with a bunch of other people that won. I mean, they awarded, like, 50 Emmys that night to people for all these different various categories. A lot of them were at Channel 4 and at Channel 2, where I work, and a bunch of us went out to a local restaurant that a lot of us have always gone to after work, called Farsac, and we just hung out there and chatted with our friends, celebrated, had a libation, and talked about work and stuff.
I got the link to the video that she put together of us in Vancouver. The best part, of course, was her idea, which was to put us on that tandem bicycle like dorks and say Sunday Night Fights, of course, when we were going around the bay.
Yeah, that was that could have been the most fun moment of our bicycle extravaganza day that day.
It definitely won. Losing her dorkiness went way over the top. Oh, look who's here! Put her on the mic. Put her on the mic.
Hold on.
Amy, we're live right now, broadcasting Sunday Night Fights to almost 500 people. Congratulations on your third Emmy!
Oh, hey, thanks. Hi, everybody.
That is pretty incredible and fantastic.
Well, thanks very much. Have a good show.
Okay, thanks for popping in. Short and sweet.
That's it.
She's like, bye, nerds. I'm way too above your pay class. Like, I have more important things to do, like receive calls from presidents and stuff. Okay, all right.
She handed back the headphones to me and she said, "I'm getting out of here."
We see how it is. We see how that is. All right. So, NTD, are you almost there? He's almost there. All right, I'm gonna let you guys take it away. Sepha, Yoink, good luck, have fun.
Ready to go.
Okay, Sepha, yeah, let's recap for our viewers what the heck is going on in this game right now. We saw Maxim Spam to start from Spanky, and now he's moved into a more traditional role. He's got a very good mixed army, 2 Maxims, 2 conscripts, 2 guards, a mortar. Is it the big one? Oh, it's the big one! The one I was talking about, the one I love so much. 1659 NTD is where we want to be in order to get back into the game. So, if you are there,
I wanted to ask,
let me know.
What has Spanky got coming out of that building to the far south?
You know what? Well, it's the mechanized armor building, and for some reason I can't see it right now. I mean, I see that it's
just
as soon as I press play.
Complete.
Yeah, it's gonna pop out. So
Spanky
all right, well,
looking very good.
he does look good right now. So NTD, if you're ready at 16:59, we're good. I'm gonna count us down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. And we're at 1700 even, 1701, 1702, 1703. You know what I think is going on here with the Mechanized Armor Company? That is not building anything. He didn't finish it. That progress bar is not a vehicle.
Mistake.
It's that somehow he moved his engineers before they were done, and now I think he's retreating them, or he's retreating them because he just realized his mistake.
Does he have
Yikes, that sucks.
any money in the bank to instantly buy anything?
No. He's down to like 150 manpower. He has fuel, 146 fuel, but I think manpower he needs a little more, so we'll see here. He's going to finish it. It should take 1 second.
Oh, God Squad
there's
just
combat.
grenade to the face. They didn't
Yeah, there's a
lose
lot of
any men.
combat here in the center. Guards rifles. Firing, I think, at the wrong thing right now. I think they're firing at the Panzer Grenadiers and not at the half-track.
They won't do much damage to the half-track from there anyway, and Condemnation used that strategy he's been using all game. Reinforcing the Panzer Grenadiers, always keeping them on the front line. They're Vet 2, so they're going to take less damage. They've got much more armor. He's playing so good. He's doing really good, despite making a few questionable tactical decisions, bad tactical decisions. He's got 2 packs on the field. He's looking in a very good position.
Yeah, you know what? These Panzer Grenadiers that have been running around with that half-track, 20 infantry kills, and they're getting super strong now. I mean, after that they've got, like you said, to that Vet 2, they're tough bastards. They're almost like approaching Knights Crossholders in terms of their ability to just survive and do damage. You know, they're like a cross between Stormtroopers and Knights Crossholders. And let's see, where is that half-track? It's going back up to support. No, he's just moving it back into his own territory. But here we go with action here in the center. That mortar is now finally firing, and like you said, the range is so long. A lot of times when I play the Germans and I fight a Russian player who uses the 120 millimeter, it's hard for me to even find where that 120 millimeter is firing from, because it's like so far away you can't tell, you know? I mean, you can see it, it'll flash on the mini-map, but it's like, oh my god, I'll never be able to get over there, it's so far away.
Yeah, you can pretty much just put it around your base area and it's going to fire us tier squads for the rest of the game. That said, however, what I did say was the damage and the accuracy have been nerfed, so it's not going to get as many kills as it would have done.
Well, Wings definitely did not want to have to deal with that, so he just walked right up into its face and pushed it away. Here comes that half-track again to reinforce those Panzer Grenadiers and engage that Maxim also. That Maxim is in trouble right here.
Wings was also able to capture his own Maxim, so he actually had a Maxim inside his base. And he also has that
healing look at this blocking! He's blocking that Maxim! Oh,
well played by
only
Wings.
It didn't have 6 guys. You know, it's just impossible to kill. Okay, so coming out of that,
doing damage to his own units there, he just took 2 guard squads out.
Really? I missed it. I was looking down at the mechanized.
I mean, 2 men in the guard squad.
Oh, okay. Okay. It looks like we've got a T-85. Sorry, an Su-85 coming out. T-85. What the heck is a T-85? An Su-85 coming out of the Mechanized Armor Company. So that should be able to deal, hopefully, or at least stop this half-track as it rampages around the center part of the field. I gotta think that Spanky has been like, oh my god, this half-track is killing me. And why didn't he upgrade it with flames? I don't know. It's still killing me. I have to take this thing out. It's reinforcing this squad of Panzer Grenadiers all day.
Yep. And Spanky has not been able to take out that half-track despite having 2 guard squads on the field. Su-85 should be able to take it out right now. Look at that.
Oh, hi! He just like pumped right through that hedgerow and in between. Oh, 2 shots. Down it goes. That massive
half-track.
85 millimeter gun on the front of that thing. You know, Super Stug Su-85 just doing tremendous amount of damage. But those Panzer Grenadiers that were hanging around with their buddy, the half-track, for so long are now Vet 3, which means they're just killing machines.
Yep. So this has put Spanky in a bad position actually, because he's made an SU, but the Austere player has 2 packs on the field, and he doesn't have any armor. He's invested so much manpower and fuel into an SU that took out a freaking 120 manpower unit half track. So I think Spanky's on the back foot here, unless he makes his infantry power work against the Austere player, who has a lot of grenadiers upgraded with MGs and Panzer Grenadiers. He's going to find himself on the back foot very soon. Plus that mortar's not going to do anything against mobile infantry.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. He doesn't have infantry power. The exact infantry power that he needs to have, he's lacking. I mean, these guard squads, they're great against vehicles, but, you know, Wings doesn't have any vehicles anymore to speak of. And there's only 1 conscript squad fighting for the Soviets right now, and a Maxim and a half. And that's not enough against this, you know, brilliantly put together German force on the field. They're mixed, they're strong, and they're full of veterancy. This is going to be a problem for Spanky.
Yeah, this is another weakness in Spanky's strat. He went for that tier 2. He planned to go Maxim, MGs with guards, with conscripts, but he doesn't have the tier 1 for sniper squads, and he needs sniper squads right now against all that infantry out in the field.
Yeah, snipers are good, and you know, I've been reading on the forums about Langreskaya, and it seems to favor snipers. I mean, snipers can do a lot of work on this map, and the fact that Spanky doesn't have any is you're right, it's going to be a big problem for him.
Ever since Company of Heroes 1, Langreskaya is such an open map. It's hard to flank snipers, whether you're playing on the top or the bottom. Everyone knows that. Everyone loves snipers on this map from Company of Heroes 1. You make an early Wehrmacht sniper tier 1 and it's going to rape the other team. And it's the same for this game, but there's been no snipers from the Soviet player. That's really hurting him at the moment.
Yeah, and I think right now Wings needs to just keep doing what he's doing. Keep behaving. You know, he's got all the fuel. There is fuel in the bank for Spanky, but he's, you know, suffering with manpower. He's just bleeding out manpower right now. These guards are very expensive to replace.
Guess what else we got on the field as well from the Austere player?
Oh, is it it's an animal of some kind.
It's a big fat elephant. I think this is a bit of overkill. 2 packs and an elephant and against an SU-85. This is how you counter SU-85s, people. Anyone thinks the SU-85 is overpowered? Watch Condemnation play.
Well, I mean, look, the elephant, a moderately expensive unit. That's like a lot of work to overcome an SU-85. I mean, it's like hitting a fly with a nuclear bomb. Yeah, but, you know, the elephant, it's amazing, obviously, against any sort of Russian armor that it goes up against, all the way up to the IS-2, or the ISU-152. But against infantry, it doesn't have a whole lot of accuracy, you know, and the rounds that it fires, it's not like a Tiger, you know.
Yeah, but he's just gonna sit that elephant right at the back. If any kind of tank comes up as Spanky now, just gonna pretty much destroy it. Those 2 mortar squads, only 2 kills on them. That's almost 1,000 manpower spent into those squads, and they only have 2 kills, and they're freezing at the moment.
Yeah, they were freezing. I was afraid they were going to start losing it. Yeah, that fire has been critical for holding that point right there. But, I mean, I'm just so impressed with Wings' ability to just manage his army here and just hold on to the center. Spanky just cannot push up into that munitions point area around those houses. I mean, he's done 3 or 4 attempts to get in there, and the Soviets are just getting chewed up into a meat grinder between LMG fire and...
Has been honored by its bravery. MG support standing by. We are promoted. Grenadiers.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
We've pushed back somewhat here.
Blizzard is passing. Normal weather is returning.
You're right.
sector. Sector belongs to the Lion. Fully reinforced. Lizard is gone. Our lines of supply are disrupted. Cover immediately.
Hi, NTD. Welcome back. Okay, nothing happened. They're on whatever. Okay, 10 Yoink. You guys got this.
All right. Yeah, I see. We're all at 2657 NTD. If you're ready, we can get this thing started again here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. And the clock is ticking at 27 even. 01, 02, 03. Okay, viewers, sorry for that. We just took a quick little break. Our cameraman and director, NTD, had a little ventrilo crash. So we're now joining this game back in progress here. I have no idea what happened in about the 20 seconds that we fast forwarded through here, but I do see Su-85 shooting at German forces as they depart from a munitions point, looking at other places on the map. Where did that elephant go? Because I really want that elephant to engage that Su-85 and watch that
Elephant
smackdown
is on
happen.
the left side. It just hit the Su-85 and look how much health it took off the Su-85. Crazy damage.
Keep your heads down!
Yeah, I think that now Spanky knows there is a giant monster on the field, and he's going to have to do something else than float an Su-85 around to try and counter that thing. I mean, there is a Zis 3 on the field, but I don't know if that's enough to take down an elephant either.
Most important units for Spanky right now are his guard squads and the MG squads. Like, they're the most earliest units he's made in the game, but they still counter most of what the austere player has on the field, which is the most pure infantry packs. You can easily counter the elephant with guard squad, so it's the Soviet player opting instead to go for 2 mortars, which was the best decision. But those mortars are getting some kills now. We've got 9 kills between them.
Yeah, I mean, using them together in conjunction lays down a nice sort of like artillery field of just raining death constantly coming down. Can unnerve a German player, you know, because you never really know where these shells are going to land, and they're just sort of like constantly falling, and you can't keep your lines together in any sort of reasonable amount of cohesiveness. So now it's like this axis of advance has pretty much split north-south along this map all game. And, you know, Spanky can't seem to push north past the middle line. And Wings has been able to just hold on to this territory that he's got. And the critical part is that he's been able to hold on to 2 victory points. So there's been a slow bleed on Spanky, you know, 226 to 385. Spanky is by no means out of the game yet, but he does have to worry about victory points eventually.
Yeah, Spanky using that field gun artillery to make a grenadier go away from the middle VP. It's going to take Spanky a while to get back map control and get his forces up and going again with these 2 mortar squads. He can do it, but it's going to take him a while. And we've got an elephant coming now onto the field gun. It's not going to go well for the elephant, I guess.
I'm much more interested in this 2 Maxim versus 2 MG42 action that's right here in the center. All we have seen all game is just these heavy MGs facing each other from across this road, just one after another. It's just kind of hilarious.
And look at this elephant, it just doesn't give a shit. It's going into a conscript 18A now. We've got Panzergren squad taking out the field gun, so field con isn't going to be able to take the elephant out. Looks like Condemnation is really pushing for a win now.
Yeah, I think that maybe he smells blood. That elephant, though, is moving like an elephant in molasses. That, you know, giant engine on that thing is now grinding itself very, very slowly. And he's been able to, you know, Spanky's been able to reman that AT gun. He's got to turn it. you know, those Panzer Grenadiers are suppressed, and we can't
Artillery
engage
strike in
that.
the middle,
Oh,
coming down. Sticker bomb strike. It's gonna hit everything.
oh, I missed. Where is it gonna go? Oh, right there. Okay.
Oh, it was in the base.
I totally
thought
missed
it
where
was
it landed.
coming down on all the units. I think it was in the base. I think he took out a squad in the base, the guard squad. There's loads of guys dead around the HQ.
Okay, so this giant paperweight of an elephant is going to sit outside the Russian base and just plunk away. You know, guard squad's now coming up to try and engage. But here comes these very, very tough Panzer Grenadiers. One bundle grenade. Oh my god, one AT shell from that elephant took down 4 guards. And, oh boy, this is going to be tough. How do you dislodge an elephant from outside of your base with no AT weaponry? How do you do it?
Well,
now you got a blizzard
can't use that SU. What he could do, the elephant is moving really slowly. It turns really slowly. So if the Soviet player can get that Su-85 around the backside of the elephant, he can possibly fight it around and take a shot at it every now and then with the SU.
That is a long trip. Okay, to take that Su-85 all the way around the back of that elephant is a long road, and he's going to have to go through a lot of German lines. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Plus, there's an AT gun between him and the back of that elephant, so that's a problem as well.
Yeah, Spanky smashing down that HQ, not taking any chances here, not going to sit on an elephant and wait for it to, any armor to come out to counter the elephant. He's using it to take down the HQ straight away. It's very nice play by Condemnation. Oh, here comes Spanky with the SU. It goes into a pack.
You know what? You know, he was able to button that elephant. Oh my god, down it goes. I thought he was going to be able to get a few shots on that elephant, but that pack, like I said, that pack was between him and the elephant, and it was able to stop that Su-85. Now he's in trouble. He can't finish off this elephant with just guards.
Yeah, that was Spanky's lifeline right there. He's got that field gun to the right side of the elephant. It was way out of position to deal with the elephant. Possibly if he takes the elephant from 2 ways, guard squads. But he's not doing that at the moment. He's taking it head on. He's trying to deflect these Panzer Grenadiers as well, and Grenadiers outside his base. Condemnation is so good at reinforcing his squads at his base and bringing them back in. He's constantly doing it.
Okay, so here we go. We've got an AT gun that has now been remanned. This ZIS is now going to start firing at the right flank of that elephant. But you know what? Look, here we have Panzer Grenadiers coming right up in. Oh my god, one bundled grenade can do so much damage right now. They're going to take out this ZIS. It's not going to be able to escape, I don't think. And maybe it will. Maybe it will actually be able to escape. A couple of shots on that elephant though, and it's going to go down. Oh, there it goes. Down it goes.
Guards are really decent against elephants from behind as well. I don't know why he isn't just flanking it with a guard squad and send one guard squad from the front, or one scout squad from the front. Oh,
so you think
artillery coming down in the base? Oh, takes out 2 mortar squads. Ouch.
Oh boy, this is rough. He is getting pinned. I mean, this is the end here for Spanky. Where did 2 T-34-85s come from? They just appear on the field.
He did that call-in, T-34 call-in. He's going to take out that elephant, but at what cost? You know, he's already lost most of the map. He's lost his HQ.
That's a problem. This is going to be a problem. Now, where is the AT gun for the Germans where they can engage these T-34s? There is one AT gun. These T-34s have plenty of maneuverability, but they don't seem to be worried about engaging that AT gun. Instead, they want to stay behind that elephant to shoot that elephant right in the ass. They're doing a tremendous amount of damage, but down it goes. But these T-34s are hurting, and they're going to have to retreat into the relative safety of the Soviet base, even though there's not a whole lot of safety there to speak of. There aren't any engineers
relative
to repair
in that base anymore.
Yeah, there's no relative safety in there anymore. I think that the machine guns are down in that base. So the only thing that's protecting any sort of infantry presence in that base is the Maxim that's now moving up to engage German forces.
This is the hero Maxim, vet-free, 16 kills. It's keeping him in this game. He's got 2 vet-free guard squad. Don't count Spanky out yet. If he heals up these T-34s and takes out those packs, Condemnation doesn't have anything to answer with. And Well, actually, that said, he's got 160 manpower until he gets another elephant out.
What do you need?
Oh boy, that's rough. Well, you know what? How can Spanky build engineers if he doesn't have a headquarters?
Yeah, he can't. He's not going to be able to heal those T-34s up. And he can't heal his main building, can he? How much manpower does he have?
250 right now and growing. You know, he has good income, but it's just, I don't... It occurs to me that I've never lost my headquarters in a game of Company of Heroes yet, so what happens?
Does he
I mean, how do
even
you... Is it...
have an option to call in engineer squads like you used to be able to in the first Company of Heroes?
Germany now holds the victory point.
I actually don't know. That's actually something... I realize I've never lost my headquarters in a Company of Heroes 2 game yet. I mean, I've obviously lost plenty of games, but not through a base annihilation. So, I don't even... Ami, do you know? Does anybody know? How do you call in engineers if you don't have a headquarter?
I guess it's game over then, because Spanky can't repair his T-34s unless he can make maybe an SU-85 or hold enough VPs to camp, but oh look, Condemnation has a new elephant on the field anyway.
Yeah, our viewers are saying that you can call in engineers for 200 emergency engineers. I guess I haven't seen it. I don't see the button. Oh, I do. You know what? I do see the button now. It's under the commander tree buttons. Combat engineer reinforcements for 300. That's when he can call them in, and he's just
not
earned
opting
enough to
to
do
call
it.
in that engineer squad at the moment. And I don't think the HQ is giving unit healing either. So he's going to keep sending those guard squads in. They're not going to be at full health. So this really is game over for Spanky. He's just hanging in there at the moment.
Yeah, well, the Elefante is
lose.
coming southbound on the right-hand side, and you know that's going to be like the end of those T-34-85s, and the end of this game as well. Okay, so here, here's something, Sepha, that we've learned. When you call in combat engineer reinforcements for 300, you get 2 of them, and they pop right out. So they're there in the south repairing one of those T-34s.
Alright, 300 manpower for 2 squads. I don't know why he isn't. Oh, he's called them in. He's repairing the T-34.
Dude.
Oh!
One shot from the elephant is just brutal.
How the
that
hell
thing
did
has
it
the
have range
longest
as well?
range. I don't know how he got Viz on that T-34. I really don't know.
Oh,
but...
he's using the ability, the focus sight ability.
Oh, the guy who sticks out the top of the, like, hey, look, I've got my binoculars ability.
Yeah. So he doesn't have vision, high vision from around the elephant, but he does have really long front vision.
We are losing the sector.
As it slowly creeps its way, even that thing, even at maximum speed, it has the same speed as like other tanks with a damaged engine. It's just like a giant, slow moose and molasses.
Yeah, it hits really hard. Though. It's I think it's balanced pretty well. He has really low maneuverability, but it hits like a freaking truck.
Yeah, it's a beast,
And it's
for
very
sure.
accurate.
And that's the end of
gonna
that.
be all she wrote for Spanky, unfortunately.
Well, GG Condemnation Wings, you know, he's someone that I'm not familiar with, but he played very well, and he held his own against Maxim Spam in the very beginning. And so this means that Condemnation Wings is going to be in our finals, because this is 2-all for him versus Spanky. So he's going to progress. So we're going to move on to our finals next, when me and Ami come back right after this quick break. Thanks for being with us, Sepha.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we will be right back.